Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to another video. So in this video, we'll be going into detail about how to do a successful 1ZZ throttle body swap on your vehicle with a 1NZ engine, 1NZ-FE engine, sorry. Now, I've been running this for, let's say about a month and a half, and I love it. I don't want to go back to the factory. Alright, so here's the factory one. You see how much smaller that is compared to the 1ZZ Throttle Body. Now this one's 60 millimeters. And the factory, I believe, was 45, 46 millimeters. So it's a big difference. So first things first, when you first doing the swap, disconnect the negative wire from your battery before you start. That way your computer is resetting while you're doing the job. So not all 1ZZ throttle bodies work. It's only one specifically, and that's from the 2007 to 2011 Toyota Corolla and 2009 to 2010 Toyota Matrix. And if you buying a 1ZZ, you can buy these brand new from, don't buy any Chinese knockoffs or any brand. Go with Denso or Aisin, AISAN. Buy one of those two brands. Don't buy any other brand. It'll save you money in the long run. So you can buy these brand new, starting at 140 bucks. If you want to go the cheaper route, it's like you can find it in the junkyard or whatever for like $20 and up. But if you buy a used one, you're gonna have to get some throttle body cleaner and clean the backside, make sure it's thoroughly clean and everything else. And make sure it works. If you buy brand new, don't worry about it. So part number you're gonna need off of those two cars I told you, it's right there, 22030-37010. And like I said, this is from 2007 to 2011 Toyota Corolla, or 2009 to 2010 Toyota Matrix. Set this aside real quick. Next thing you want to do, if you watch my porting video, this slip right here is thick, and you can see how much I shave. Now I'm gonna be shaving some more, which eliminates pretty much the factory gasket. I found one gasket. I'll leave the part number in the description. That's gonna replace this one, so I won't have this gasket no more. So I'll be taking this out, and then I'll shave it. I'll shave another millimeter, so pretty much this whole lip, the rest of this lip is gonna be gone. And then the new gasket I have is gonna be sitting on here, and then that extra 1 mil will exactly match this. So that's another thing. If you watch the intake manifold throttle body gasket replacement, this was up to here. I shave from here. You can see I shaved everything down up to this one. That way when this is opening, it's not smacking into the gasket. It got plenty of room to open. So that's another thing. I use a little Dremel tool with the cutting disc. Also, if you watched that video, you notice I did have the coolant lines hooked up. Now the reason they're not hooked up anymore is because since I'm running an aluminum filler neck, this is heating up the throttle body, and with the coolant lines running into it, with my weapon R intake, I noticed that it gets extremely hot. Like, you cannot put your hand on it because it's so hot, because it got basically this heating it up, the coolant lines heating it up. So I bypassed it. So if you're running aluminum filling neck like I am, you're gonna want to do the bypass, especially if you're running an aftermarket intake. And how you bypass it, this hose, well, say you got this one on. Alright, so you got that one on. This hose right here runs up here and then connects to this one. And then the hose that connects to here, I threw that out. But you're gonna have to buy this one. Part number 1624-21070. And that part number is for this hose, the hose that connects to this. So basically you find another one of the factory ones that go on this side, and you put it on this side. So if you're running the plastic filler neck, just keep that hose connected to this like that, and then just replace the shorter hose with this part number, and that's the longer one, and it goes to here. So that's another one. And the reason you want to buy another one is because once you upgrade to this one, let me pop this back. Actually, I still gotta show you. Sorry. So the hose that connects to this side back here, all you doing is disconnecting it, and then what you see right here, that's the original coolant line that goes right here. So basically you eliminating this whole hose. And I repeat, the bypass, you only want to do it if you're running the aluminum filler neck. If you're running the plastic one, just reconnect, replace the shorter hose with the longer one, and connect it here to the 1ZZ. If you are running the aluminum one, you bypass it. So the one that connects up front, you basically just eliminating that whole hose, and then the hose that go right here, you just basically putting it into the other one. So basically it's just recycling through the hose back into it. So that's how I'm doing the bypass. So instead of you having two hoses, you got one. Alright. So you pop this on. So the hose, now if you got the plastic one, like I was saying, just basically put that longer hose and connect it here. That's it. If you're running the aluminum, basically eliminating this whole hose entirely, and then just reconnecting this one on the engine cylinder block to the spot I showed you. Now, another thing, if you're running, well, I don't recommend using the factory airbox. The hose that connects to the airbox is too small. It's not gonna fit. So if you're gonna go to 1ZZ Throttle Body, you are going to have to get an aftermarket, which basically my weapon R, the smaller section, this side was connected to the factory, And then this side, the bigger side, was connected to this side with a little black silicone ribbon. I think I got that. Yeah. Basically, this was inside. As so. And then this basically went on this. So all you gotta do is just flip it around. So now the smaller side that was on the factory throttle body now goes onto the weapon or intake pipe side. And then the bigger side that was connected to here now fits perfectly on top of the 1ZZ throttle body. Now either way you going, I forgot to mention this before I went to the intake. When you're disconnecting the hoses, lay some tissue or something down on top of the transmission, because once you disconnect the hose, some coolant's gonna be leaking out. That's another thing. Either route you're going, if you run into aluminum, you deleting this whole hose entirely and connecting this hose to where this one connected on the cylinder block. If you run into factory plastic filler neck, all you're doing is replacing the shorter hose and just putting the longer hose connect to here. Let's see what else I'm missing. Once you got everything reconnected, another thing I want to mention is you can get away with running the factory fuel injectors, but if you want to take more advantage of the 1ZZ throttle body, you're going to have to upgrade the fuel injectors. Now those come from the 2004 to 2008 Toyota Corolla or 2005 to 2008 Toyota Matrix, both 1.8 liter. And the part number for those is the 23250-0 D as in David 050. And those are the blue factory injectors, fuel injectors, 255 cc's. Now on the fuel injectors, don't go the cheap route. Buy the OEM ones. You can find them OEM ones on eBay for like 150 to 160 bucks. For all four, compared to a dealership charging $95 for each one. Buy the OEM fuel injectors. Don't buy anything else because they won't last, or they don't have the right cc's. So buy the OEM Denso fuel injectors. Search on Google, search on eBay. Cheapest I found is on eBay. OEM. Make sure it says genuine. There's plenty of sellers selling genuine Denso fuel injectors for like 150 bucks, 160 for all four. So once you complete all this, got the throttle body back on, got your intake back on, and everything reconnected, assembled, connect the negative battery, and then start up your car. Now once you start up your car, the car will be pulsating from 1,000 to 3,000 RPM for about a minute and a half. Don't worry, nothing's wrong. It's just the car relearning the new throttle body. And another thing, it might feel like the 1ZZ throttle body stays open. It's not, it's just allowing more air. Because they can see how much of a difference this is. The factory is about 1.5 inches wide. This is 2.5 inches, so you got an extra inch. If I remember properly, I think it was an inch extra bigger. So that's more air going through the engine. So whenever you first start the car cold, the car will start at 25 to 3,000 RPM for anywhere between 15 to 30 seconds. And then it'll drop back down to its normal RPM when you first start the car. Now, after you got this job done, when the car is pulsating and all that, don't drive the car, don't do anything. Leave the car running for 10 minutes. Like I said, it's going to be pulsating from 1,000 to 3,000 RPM for about a minute. And then you let the car continue running for 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, the car will learn the new throttle body. And that's it. That's the procedure. And then the only con is the high revs. Well, the high idle when you first start the car cold. If the car is warm, it starts up at its regular 1,500 to 2,000 RPM range, like normal. This got a lot more pickup. Acceleration is a lot better. If you're going uphill, unlike the factory one, this doesn't bog down. The car will actually hold its speed, and depending on how steep the hill is, you actually still continue picking up speed if you pressing the gas. If you got a completely stock engine, you don't have no intentions, just upgrade to this anyway. It's well worth it. You'll like your 1NZ-FE engine a whole lot better. You'll have more pickup and go and everything. I think I covered everything in this video about how to do a successful 1NZ-FE engine swap. I mean, not engine. 1ZZ Throttle Body swap on your 1NZ engines. All the part numbers, the exact year, everything for the throttle body, fuel injectors, I'll put it in the description. I did order the 1ZZ fuel injectors. Those will be coming next week, and I'll show you how to install those. And that's pretty much it. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and show some love and support. Appreciate you guys. See you in the next one. Peace.